Hello, everybody, and welcome to Market Watch. Market Watch after a ban list day. We love to see it. It is time to discuss the Digimon trading card game market, and today is all about the ban list winners and the ban list losers. The money to be made or the money that was thrown away. That's today's Market Watch. We're just going to get right into it and discuss what is going on. If you guys enjoy this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on the smashed potatoes. That way you know when all of these amazing Digimon videos go live. Over here in Omnimon Land, as per tradition, the Alter Bees are still hyped. Nothing else has really changed as a result of the ban list. So we're going to move right along to my least favorite hit on the ban list. The hit that knows that Bandai still has an axe to grind with me. Because clearly they hit this card because of me. Like, oh, okay. Anyway, real talk, it is down a lot, and that's makes sense because you're only playing one copy of it now as instead of 4. Last night I had a major testing session with new decks in the B17 format. Went for about 10 hours. Yellow Vaccine is still fine. It's a little less consistent, but Yellow Vaccine is fine because luckily they didn't hit Patamon or Emissary for some reason. So the deck is still like okay. There's still plenty of ways to search your security to make sure that what you want is there, and that's fine. That's all you really need. Yeah, you don't get the extra memory every turn, whatever, but that's not super consequential. Sure, and it's a lot harder to open turn 1 Patamon TK now and automatically just win the game, basically. But honestly, I wouldn't say Yellow Vaccine maybe is tier 1 at the moment, but it's still like pretty good, and yeah. Anyway, that's down, and that's goes. A real bash to my heart, a real spike. I was not very happy about this, but what can you do? Gabumon players can rejoice, kind of, I guess, because one of your Gabumons got unrestricted here, and people have been buying the Gabumon. So, yeah, there you go. People have been going crazy. There were some crazier listings earlier. Let's see if I can find them real quick. Everyone's been going after them today. Yeah, if someone bought 40, someone bought 50, yeah. People are buying their Gabumons. This card will see play again soon. I already know someone that was telling me that I was cooking some purple with this. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's enough to hint at the tier 1 meta, but this card will probably bump up in price soon enough. Because it is the only printing, I believe. Paildramon. An obvious winner of the ban list is BT17 Imperial. The deck, Return of the Power Generator Turbo with Paildramon and Imperials. That's the deck, and let me tell you, it's probably the best deck in the format now. I'm after last night, I can reasonably say that if this deck isn't number 1, it's definitely like top 3, without a doubt, 100%. As we enter the sea of blue meta. That's all it is. Anyway, this card here it saw a little bit of an uptick in sales, but nothing too crazy. Though people were willing to spend $35 a copy on it, and they get bought out. So, yeah, it's going crazy. It's going crazy. Yeah. Best deck. Alright, this Paildramon is also getting kind of bought out here, and that makes sense too, because it's Paildramon. So, yeah, there you go. Imperial best deck. Alright. For some reason, Bandai decided that this Ukomon was okay. They actually said that this Ukomon is fair and balanced, which I guess is fine. Whatever, their opinion gets them through. Doesn't matter to me. But if you were one of those people that did hold on to your Ukomons, rejoice, because you got lucky. And now you can sell them for big money. You can. I don't have that many more Ukomons left, so I'm not going to get any massive sales swings from this, but it is pretty cool. So, hope you enjoyed that, and hope that you have alternate arts too, because these are going to go up in price very, 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 very soon. As you can see here, they were in the 40s before the ban list, and now they're in the 60s again. So, yeah, big sales to be made. Magna X. One listing for 40, then it's in the 42s and 43s for a bit. I'm not surprised this card has a little bit of a dip, but I want to talk more about armors later. Though the Yellow Vaccine version of this deck, obviously a little less fungible. Ancient Greymon here. Red Hybrid didn't get touched on the list. Red Hybrid is still good. Ancient Greymon is still good. And we are still trying to make Ancient Greymon great again. So, yeah, very close to getting bought out here, which makes a lot of sense. And while I'm actually talking about Red Hybrid, a Gunimon revision pack has won up a whole $1. Now, you might say, Mario, a whole $1. Oh, God, sound the alarms. But it's important because there's only 5 listings left. And once this one's gone, then it's 6. Then it's 7. Then it's 9. Then it's 10. Then it's gone. Now, there's a bit of a wall here at 5, which is okay. But people might clean this up. A very good chance. That's still good. So, yeah, Ancient Greymon. Good deck for any upcoming regionals or anything like that. If you're not playing blue, this is definitely a good counter pick. That's for sure. Pause plugin got bought out. Now, if you guys remember, this card had a buyout once before. And the reason why is because of the effect. Until the end of your opponent's turn, when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP, and Digimon's when Digivolving effects don't activate. This was a counter pick specifically to Magna X, because you could use it on a Magna X that was already, like, immune, but then it rolls off at the end of the turn, the opponent's turn starts, and then it's affected by the pause plugin. And it has the P. So whatever the P stands for. Up to you. You see, I'm interested in the fact that this got bought out. I don't know why. So if anyone wants to tell me why this card got bought out, I would really appreciate it. I'm just including it in this list, because in this Market Watch today, because it seems like a ban list winner for some reason. I have my playset. I'm happy. I'm cool. I sold my others in the first buyout of this card when it hit like $6. So, yeah, if you have these, though, sell them for what you can, because they're gone. So it's a seller's market until buyers decide what they want to buy for. Mirage Galgamon obviously exploded. Obviously a benefactor of the ban list, because nothing in that deck got hit. Sure, we still have one Mac Galgamon from EX4, but that's not an issue with all the level 5s you can play, like the BT13 Mac Galgo and Dunamon Aces. Like, you got enough options for level 5, it's not really a big deal. This deck will also see a lot of Tier 1 play now. Without a doubt. When I say we're going to be hit by a sea of blue, I mean it. And I actually forgot to bring up the third sea of blue, the trinity of blue decks that we're about to have. Ancient Garurumon. I forgot all about it. As you can kind of see here, it hasn't actually moved from the list. And the reason why is because a lot of people were playing the deck with Ukomons and Hammer Spark and Red Base, and as you can see, Ukomons and Hammer Spark and Louis were all put to 1, which makes that variant of the deck worse. Now, fun fact for everyone here, my original build of Ukomon, and my YouTube members can attest to this, it was not crazy on those cards. I was like, you don't need them. Not really. So now I guess people are going to go back to realizing, wow, I guess I didn't really need them, and play this deck, I guess the way it was intended or something. I don't really know. Anyway, this deck is still good. I still will see play in the meta. You still got to be prepared for it. Monzemon, $5.75. It's going to be down now for a while, and that's how that goes. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing about Numamon. Numamon is still playable. Yeah, I know. People are not going to be happy. I actually think that hitting the Ukomons and the Numamon X maybe wasn't enough, because you still have 5 Ukomons. It does give you the chance to play other Floodgate rookies if you choose. And on top of that, additionally speaking, you still have Garamon to draw you cards. So between that and your rookies and BT16 Ukomon still have 4, and your eggs, your draw egg of choice, you can still get to the Numamon X really easily. And then once you find the Numamon X, then you're just playing regular Numamon as God intended, with the floating and all that stuff. So once you draw it, you basically just dominate with Numamon like you normally would. If you don't draw it, the deck still isn't that bad, because it can still steamroll your opponents with blockers, with annoying combos like the Adamon Valkyrie Ace if you want to do that. Still can play Venusmon, still can play Ruin Mode. I still can just OTK you out of nowhere with Monze X plays and Numamon's with BT14 with Rush. The deck is still fine. But It's definitely not in the tier 1 category anymore, and this card will not be $15 probably ever again. Takuya, again, more red hybrid stuff here. This had a little bit of a buyout, and now we're at the $45 range for it. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Gabumon is down as a result of certain Gabumon-related hits on the list. The whole the thingamabob kind of made this deck a little less popular, and the price kind of reflects it. But I don't expect it to go anywhere or stay super low in price for a long time anyway. And speaking of, Matt Ishida back 5 might experience a little bit of a cool off because Gabumon was really cool with 4 Louis. It really was, because this tamer is not once per turn when you move something from breeding area to battle area. But Gabumon Ace is coming, and when it does, this card will spike back up due to hype. So maybe get them now while it's starting to drop in price. Yeah, this Ukamon's at 1 now. All copies are falling, and that just kind of makes sense. This I'm including in here because a lot of these cards, these Evolution cut top 4 cards from the Galemon line, ended up getting a lot of traction yesterday in terms of people wanting to buy these cards. Just a little bit. Not a lot out there, but enough to make it buyout territory worthy of discussion anyway. Here's the deal with cards like this. The deck is still not very good. EX7 is going to come out, and someone might top a regional with the green birds and the yellow puppets. But it's going to be very hit or miss. It's not as consistent as the Sea of Blue we have going on right now. And it's definitely not a blue deck. That matters. Blue decks are very consistent. This deck, not that consistent. We still do have, I forgot to bring it up, the Shoto Mother Reaper combo and Mother D Reaper. You do maybe want to make sure you have your copies of this card because it is going up still. I mentioned this, I think, a few weeks ago on Market Watch, back when it was like $1, but now it's $1 plus shipping, and almost $3 basically as well. So this card is rising in price. The Shoto combo is still good. Definitely not impossible to beat by any stretch of the imagination, but it will see play in the meta upcoming, so just make sure you're ready for that. Tyrant Kabuterimon. I have a funny story with this card. I was talking to an individual yesterday who told me that Tyrant is basically anti-meta because we're entering a blue meta. And I kind of just shrugged it off and said, yeah, okay, sure. Ironically, or maybe funny enough, another person messaged me later that night saying, hey, so Tyrant's really good now because of the blue decks. And having 2 separate people from 2 separate areas of the world message me and be like, hey, you should really test Tyrant because it's really good now. That's a funny coincidence. I'm going to be real. I don't know if I believe in the Green Tyrant Kool-Aid, but if you guys believe in the Green Tyrant Kool-Aid, maybe pick up Tyrant Kabuterimon Alt-Arts while they're cheap. I do know that the promo that came out recently, the Green Blue Bug, is on the rise. That might have something to do with it. The whole Green Tyrant is good stuff. I don't know, but yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there. For some reason, Guilmon had a buyout. I could not tell you why. But EX02 Guilmon is on buyout status. If you have any of these, you should sell them. Hammer Spark, interestingly enough, didn't really have a price drop. No one's really buying it, but like it didn't have a price drop. Maybe because the card is just really that old and, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, one Hammer Spark, I guess, is fine. I don't think anyone real... Blue Hybrid players might say they care about this. Gabumon players say they might care about this, maybe, but I don't think it's a big deal at the end of the day. Lastly is Flamedramon. This is where I want to have the armor conversation, because of the ban list, people have really gone after this card. Because I guess Magna X, the best way to play this deck now is just the back to blue armor variant. And if you're playing blue armor variant of Magna X, you obviously need 4 copies of Flamedramon, because if you're not playing... Because if you're playing your Magnamons and you need another champion, you want this card. This card is very good. Now, my counter-argument to that, and I don't want to dump on anyone's cornflakes here, if you like the blue Armor Rush Magna build, but it wasn't really doing anything before, and it's not really going to do anything now. But the hype is there, and if you have Flame Dramons, you should sell them now. This card is a ban list winner at the end of the day. And that is it for today. That's it for Market Watch, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you later. Bye!